fuck, I don't know if that's coming back. God damn. That's so rare that that happens too, that it gives you that move like so close to the open. But that's kind of why I believe that like it's gonna come back, even though it doesn't look like it's ever gonna turn around right now. But I'm just like, I just see like a flash drop right down into there, even running the low on that candle just previous to the open candle. We'll see. If not, then that's fine. If we'll just catch the holy fuck. Such an easy fucking play too. What did I miss here? Hold on. Yeah, that's all there is to it. It was it hit that fair value gap and took the fuck off. Well, I mean, that's it. I'm just gonna wait to see if we do somehow get like a reversal here, and then another pump back up after that. Oh my god! It's fucking 9:30. It's morning open. It's Monday. I love it. Oh, favorite time of the day. New York Open, baby. Look at that candle getting ate up. Look at that. Where do we think it's going? Boy, oh boy, where might that candle be going? Right back to that fucking fair value gap, just to zip right back up. Watch. Watch! Now, we're not going to try to predict the market here, but that is what I think is going to happen. I think we'll have a very quick pop, and the question is, I don't know. So that candle closed inside. If you wanted to play with your life, this is a move right here. Telling you right back, it's going to drop right into that fair value gap, which is sitting, the top of it is like right at the top of this, the body of this candle. Because I don't want this one, because I think that we're long today, and I think it's, maybe that's a mistake, right? Because I could have just gotten inside of that and put a, yeah, that's like the third move I missed this morning. Okay. So, you know, with the New York market moves, you couldn't use an indicator-based strategy if your life depended on it, because the market moves far too quick for the indicators to even be able to catch up with it. So once I'm inside of my area of interest, I am typically using an indicator-based strategy just to get well-timed, entries on oversold and overbought moves in the market inside of those areas of interest. But when it's market open, this is pure price action trading. What I'm trying to see now is I'm trying to see if we actually pull back to actually run this low right here. If it doesn't look like we are going to run that low, I could just treat this just like a normal uptrend and then hop in on possibly the second green candle in the 3-minute time frame. But let's really be patient here, because my original premise was that I think it's going to pop back into the fair value gap at minimum. So let's just see what we get here. And the thing that kind of concerns me too is like when we get flipped around like this and we have a trend that's moving against these premium Fibonacci retracement areas of interest of mine, then right, like because I think that's what we were talking about this weekend, was how we don't want to freestyle in the market. We want to be robotic with the way that we're viewing the market, with the way that we're making decisions in the market. And when the market, in a sense, I'm going to just call it flips, when it flips like this, or when we have momentum that's so great pushing in one direction and not a market that's ebbing and flowing kind of like that, it just it kind of puts you in a position to have to decide whether or not you're going to kind of freestyle in the market. But if I can get, I think that's what I think I don't want to do that today. Like, I think I really just want to very strongly like stick with my premise, especially because it's Monday. I have some of my biggest losing days on Mondays consistently. So I think I don't want to leave it to, I don't want to freestyle in the market today, and I don't want to take flipped areas, because sometimes I'm wrong, and sometimes you're right, but your timing is wrong, right? It's just not the right timing. So it would mean that I'd have to sacrifice another trade, which I don't want to do. I hate to do, but like the question is like, is there going to be another trade in the market today? Absolutely. So don't really need to go hamskis trying to catch some slick shit, So let's just be patient here, and hopefully we'll get a pop back into this fair value gap, to the 50 again, and then we'll try to take that. Just be patient here. So, when you come up with a premise for what your anticipation is for what the market is in the process of doing, what you think is going to happen, as long as that presumption is based on sound factors, right? I think you want to be very careful about getting pulled into the market against that original premise, because you're going to see things that start to make you change your mind. And you got to think, like, what means more? What is more concrete? What a couple of candles did, or the overall market structure and what you've seen the market do a million times, and where particular areas of interest are, and that's where you're going to see your major moves happen in the market, despite all of the other little stuff. So that is something that I'm recognizing in myself, in my own trading. And so one of the things that I'm working on is developing the fortitude to not get pulled into every little thing that I see the market doing, and just sticking with that original premise. And part of the way that I've kind of gotten to that place is because I have been pulled into what the market, like, I've been pulled into just getting yanked around in the market so many times historically that, like, it's like you trade, you get data, and then you analyze that data, and then you make a decision how you want to move forward in the future when you see those same things happen. So preferably, I'd really like to see, like, this is my prediction at this current time, is what I would want to see is, even though we just popped into an area of interest, what I really think is that we're going to get down here to this 17,975 area. And then once we get to that area, that is where I will be really interested in taking a reversal here, back up to the upside. However, I'm looking at this, right? We are inside of a fair value gap, and we are inside of an area of interest. So this could just be the spot right here. And and that wouldn't necessarily be against my premise, but that's what I'm looking to see. So I just want to see the way that we behave right here. Okay, so you see how we've got, like, it's not just taking off super aggressively. To me, that says just wait, let's pop into that deeper pocket, let's get into a deeper pullback, because once we get there, that will give us the opportunity to run the liquidity on this spot right here, and we'll knock those people out. And let me see if we have any other areas. It's possible we could even get deeper than that, because we've got, like, if the premise is we want to see a run on liquidity before we pop up, we've got another area that's over here. So I definitely want to see a run on liquidity here before I take a long. It just makes sense. And then we could possibly even get like a nice little wick down to this area. Yeah, we could definitely end up moving down. Wow, what a nice move right there. Gorgeous. Whew. So yeah, let's be patient here, and let's see what happens. So definitely looking for a run on liquidity here, and then we'll keep our eyes peeled to see if we get to this area as well. And you see the market is racing to this area. I hate that I didn't short it up there. Okay, so we're definitely in the spot. All the criteria here. Okay, so we just ran that liquidity right there. So the question now becomes, are we going to drop down and hit this other spot, or are we good? Are we ready to take off? Okay, so I'm gonna watch this candle. I'm gonna measure this. Let's be patient, because even in this area, as you can see, we got stopped. Something said, hold on. I think we're going. So I'm gonna go ahead and buy.
Order filled.
I'm gonna place my stop right here. And we'll aim to get out right there. I mean, that's honestly about as simple as it gets. So I do believe that we're in an uptrend, right? So when I think that we're trending, I'm gonna give like the trade, how would you say it, like more leeway, as in like I know that it has the opportunity to go further, but we look like we're kind of rejecting right here, which I hate. I don't like to see that. Alright, so let me get the low of this candle here. So we want to be at 961 on that. And we're at 964. So we're going to go 961. That's our stop. We'll get rid of that one. Okay. And all right, hopefully we get just a nice push up. Pull back to the 200 moving average there. We made it inside of that fair value gap. All right, the first area that I think that we could potentially bounce on, 18010. So I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt just because of the time of the day, and because I believe we're pretty momentous. But I will be really watching. I'm gonna have a very conservative stop loss once we get probably like between this candle and here. I'll have a pretty conservative stop loss if we can make it there, because that's definitely an area that we could end up hitting and then pushing down aggressively from again. And last week I made that mistake so many times. I got into so many good trades and just being greedy and going against my rules, basically just not exiting trades when I should have exited a trade, and putting myself in a position where I'm just losing all my profits because I don't want to respect the rules and get out where I'm supposed to get out, just hoping to get a bigger push, So when you're looking at this, I know that it might look like a late entry, but you got to keep in mind, like, this candle, this is 1 3-minute candle. So just, the market is volatile. It just is what it is. It's looking like it's gonna just fall through the floor. My stop loss 1 fucking point too high. It's not a good time to try to change it though. Because if this does fall through the fucking floor and I have no fucking stop in place, oh my god. Let's see if it respects this low or if it just runs right through it. Like, even though it's only 1 point, I hate that my stop is like, so if I go right here, and I put, let's see if I can just do this real quick. Okay, so now it's 1 point below where I really want it, but on Tradovate, like, you gotta be able to see and actually click the X to get rid of the other one, so sometimes when they're too close, like, you end up, you double up on your stop, which is, you're covering twice, which is bad because you're not really getting yourself out of the trade. You're like getting yourself out and putting yourself back in. So anyway, you know what I'm talking about. All right, well, let's see if we can get back into profit. this is what trusting the process looks like. Don't do that. I'm trying to just give it a moment here, see if we can get above this 50 moving average, see if we can push outside of this fair value gap. So we're gonna protect right there. Okay, so that line, that brown line, that's where I want to see what the fuck happens. And I'm not gonna lie here, if it, this is like not even, it's fine. Okay, I don't want to be greedy, I just gotta trade what actually makes sense. So if we get into that area and
stop filled.
That's disappointing.
Order filled.
Alright, so if we can get, I'm trying to see a push right to right here. Alright, let's see how we respond at this area. Let's see if we have strength or if we look like we're gonna fail. So far, so good. Shit changes quick though, let's see. So I
Order
think
filled.
that it just looks like it's rejecting, so fuck that. I don't know if I'm being too impatient, like if I'm just not giving it enough time, not trusting the premise here, but I don't really know that it's really an area that I would want to fuck with. So I think we'll just leave it at that for this move, and I'm gonna try to control my impulsivity and desire to just jump back in the trade, and I'm going to let the market move around a little bit. It's 10:09 Eastern time, and we'll see what we get. I think there's a strong chance that it might actually push up and go to my original target, but am I gonna risk it again? Am I gonna risk the biscuit? I don't think so. I'm gonna just let it do whatever it's gonna do. I'm gonna wait to get back in a different trade.